Hi there, and welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and we're taking a look at Comic Universe Tarn from the Legacy Evolution line. Now, he first appeared in the IDW comics, and he kind of came out of nowhere, and he had an air of mystery behind him. He is the leader of the Decepticon Justice Division, or DJD, and he is a Decepticon loyalist. He is very, very into the writings of Megatron and takes them as gospel. Now, what the Decepticon Justice Division does is they hunt down Decepticons who have defected or have done things against the Decepticon clause. Even if it's a small thing like retreating from battle, him and his group will actually hunt them down and destroy them. And they have a list. They methodically go in that order. Now, he didn't always start out as Tarn. Tarn is actually the name of his forge place. And his first real name is Damus, or Damus, named after Nostradamus. So I guess Damus would be more appropriate. And he was also called Glitch. Now, his power is very unique among Transformers, and his voice originally could deactivate non-sentient machinery. And it did evolve over time to be able to kill sentient machinery. So his voice could just kill other Transformers, and he uses that as a torture technique and a way to destroy other Transformers. Now, he doesn't need to. He's also quite powerful, being reformatted into this form, and he has this double blasters, just like Megatron's cannons. Both of these cannons are like Megatron, so he has double Megatron cannons. This mask that he wears hides a disfigured face. Sadly, you can't pull it off the toy here. That would have been really cool. I don't think there is a toy where you could pull it off. They should make a third party. I mean, I'd buy it. I love this design. The design was by Alex Malign. He's a co-creator and the artist of that series. So if you haven't checked that out, you should really check that series out. It's pretty awesome. Spoilers, he does meet his demise by the hands of Megatron, because Megatron did defect and turn into an Autobot, so he was hunting Megatron as well. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get to the review. And of course, let's just get into the box real fast. So you have a picture of Tarn here in his alt mode. It's a tank mode. Comic Universe Tarn, the new Legacy Evolution logo there. Transformers up the side. On the top, you have the logo with now the QR code is up here, which displays this. And on the side, you have the other half of this poster that we saw. Let me see if I can find it in the box. So getting a Autobot or other box, you can actually recreate that poster. Now, I wish that, I love how they did this. In fact, I'd love to see a larger one across different figures, maybe the whole line. But they got to get rid of this box style, because there's no way you could display it like this. Even if you just put up the boxes together, it would be fantastic if they actually had a giant poster-sized piece. They should get regular box. These things are hard as hell to stack. For anybody who keeps these, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, on the back, there he is in bot mode, there he is in tank mode, and there is the Evo Fusion. It's just something they've done before. They're just adding a name to it. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it looks okay, but, you know, it's one of those things. On this side, close up, then you got him in robot mode with the cannons on his back. He also comes with an instruction sheet. Nice illustrated instruction sheets, done nicely, nice colors, clear, tell exactly how he transforms. For accessories, he comes with 2 blasters. Now, I like how they did this. These are painted. The waffle is here. There's a bit of waffling here. It's not too bad. You don't really notice it too much, but what it really does is, you can even see it here. It kind of brings out this here, these parts are supposed to be lit up. Like if you get the, come on, focus. If you get the light in there just right, you could actually see it. And I think that's a good idea to make it sort of light piping. That's kind of cool. And you get this other blaster as well. You can see there how it looks clear, but it's painted. I don't mind the waffling because I think it actually serves a purpose on these. Then you get this piece here, and that's what they attach to. There's a bunch of 5mm, looks like 5mm ports. And then you have 2 nubs there, and this can turn around. These could attach this, which is its official configuration, like so. I do like to put it like this because he was drawn like this, or at least it looks like this. They were closer together in the comic. It looks good like that. And the Evo Fusion part of it is you can put them together and he could hold it like a giant rifle, which is something I don't ever see myself doing, but it's cool that you can do it. All right, and getting him armed up and on the turntable, you can see he just looks menacing. It's a great looking figure. There's pretty much no gaps or waffling or anything that you could really see on it. Besides the guns, really nice. You got some translucent bits on his stomach there, and lots of different color purples. Well, I guess 3 different color purples, but there's a lot of paint on this guy, is what I'm getting at. For, just for the other figures, there's a lot of paint on him. I think they did a really good job at making this character look just like he did in the comics. They really took some love into it, and I appreciate that. I think it's really well done. And of course, first let's look at that head sculpt, which that Decepticon logo, that not Soundwave Decepticon logo. It looks really nice. I do wish that this mask was removable. There is light piping on it, but I just can't get it to, without a really strong light down in there, I can't get it to really work well, which is a shame because this would be awesome with lit up eyes. This would be something that'd be great for actually having an LED put in there. But the front of it's painted purple, the rest of it's not painted, but I think it's sculpted really nicely. You have this chest piece with a gold Decepticon logo. This is done in translucent plastic, so everything here is painted. This is translucent, again, it's painted, so this whole piece is painted. Translucent plastic and painted. You have like paint on the inner parts here for the treads. There's paint, like if you actually open these up, I'll show you on the actual alt mode. Paint on the arms. One problem with mine is this happens a lot, which is annoying. It's really annoying. But he's got opening fists. Keep on moving down. There's paint on the pelvis area. Nothing on the upper legs, but he's got the gold on the knees, silver and purples on the shin, and on the feet you got gold and purple and silver also. I mean, they did really a good job with the paint on this guy, which they should. I'm glad they actually took this and put some care into it. So let's do a quick comparison. There he is with the Flame Toys Megatron, the model kit. So they actually are appropriate size. I think that's freaking awesome. Because they're making a really great display if you have this one. I think there's maybe even still available at Hobby Lobby, but they're always having a 40% off sale. It's pretty fun to put together. Can't transform though. And here he is with Siege Megatron. So you get an idea of scale there. It's not bad scale-wise. I do wish he was bigger because he's such an awesome character that I just want him to have more of a presence, but he's really cool. Articulation, head is on a ball joint, 360, inquisitive look. Shoulders are high up. They're on the 360 swivel. You can move our shoulders out like that. He has this joint here, which doesn't lock in, which is a pain in the ass. I'll go ahead and take that off. His elbows, roughly a little bit more than 90. He does get 360 at the wrist, and you can see his fingers are articulated. Almost 360 at the waist. You can't do it because this backpack piece. If you move this backpack piece, you can get him 360. He could kick pretty high, back really far. Knee goes over 90 degrees, but if you really want to, you could get it the full run. And his feet are really articulated. So you got a little bit of a rocker right there, right? But he goes down due to transformation, but he could actually go up pretty far too. So you get this guy in some really good poses. He does have swivel there, 300, well, it looks like almost 360 degrees. And go out about that far. Great range of posability. Just a great looking design and sculpt work on him. He's pretty awesome. All right, moving on to transformation. So we already removed this. We'll just put this off to the side. He has a pretty simple transformation. These pieces right here, both front and back, are tabbed in. So we're going to go ahead and just untab the back and pull that straight out. It's on a hinge here. Take his head, Move his head up and down and around. Easy. And then take this off. I lift it up from the bottom because it is on a hinge right here, which likes to pop off on mine. I'm not sure how yours will be, but that's how mine is. So it does like to pop off. Then we're going to take this piece, turn that around. Go ahead and move these two guns to the front. Wait for my camera to focus. Then we're going to take his arms here, and then we're going to pull them out. So let me see if I get a better view on that. So you can pull these out. They slide out a bit, and then they will rotate. So you rotate them about that far to the front on both sides. And then after that, you can pull this forward and rotate them the full way around. If not, this will pop off. Not too big of a deal. You can snap it on, but it is translucent plastic, so you want to be wary of that. This piece probably got turned around. Just go ahead and leave that right there for right now. So now we have something like this. So you're going to want to take his arms all the way back, like so. And then his feet, go ahead and move his feet in. His legs I don't like dealing with. This is one part of the transformation that's annoying. Because his arms, you're going to have to take this piece here from his arm and then move that up and around. And that stays on the top of the treads. So you can see this piece of his arm here. And turn it around so you can see it better. And then this piece that I don't like on one. So you kind of got to move this like this. And then like that. And there's a little tab on his leg right there. And a slot right there. So those slot in. Actually break the knees open real quick. This is the problem. This is the part I always have a problem with. Because these knees are real tight. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. And we're going to put that, make sure the leg is straight. And just tab that in. So we have something that looks like that, right? And then take this piece, untab that, open it up, and there's a little piece here that you want to open like that. And that's going to go under the arm. So that snaps in, and that tight together like that. Go ahead and just move the hands someplace because the hands just stay stuck out. That's kind of irritating. It's not super noticeable, but it's definitely irritating. Take this top piece before you move everything down. Take this top piece. Go ahead and move that down. Let me do the other arm real quick. Okay, then we're going to take the legs. There's a little tab in there. Make sure they are tabbed together. You can see there's a tab right down there. And then, so what these do is these are tabs right here and here. And they tab in here and here on the feet. This is the part I always have trouble with because every time I can't hardly line them up. So you just kind of push them down and kind of line them up and make sure they're all tabbed together. Like so. We have this. And then you take the turrets. Go ahead and move this back around. And there's the two slots right there. They slot into the top of the legs. You get that in focus. Just like so. Like that. And these actually stay pretty well. That holds the weight, not bad, and it still rotates. So there we have his tank mode, which looks just like it does in the comics. I think they do a real good job. It's an easy transformation. It's not too bad. Now on the bottom here, there's no moving parts. There's nothing moving, so it doesn't roll. It just stays stationary. It's good. I do wish there was wheels so it rolled because I think that would be a lot better, but not too bad. I mean, I think the detail's good. You can still move these so they could, aim. This could aim. This is blast effect compatible. I don't have any within hands. Oh, it comes off if you move it up too far. Stick that back on. So I think the one thing I do wish these kind of folded down, but it's not too bad. Definitely futuristic Cybertronian tank. And you see 5mm ports kind of show up kind of all over them. So if you do happen to have other weapons, you could arm them up with other weapons. And for size comparison, there he is with Sunstreaker, red Sunstreaker. So he's not super big, not super small. I think it's pretty good. So let's get into final thoughts. So in conclusion, I think this is one of the best Transformer figures from the main line that Hasbro's pretty much ever done. He is just a really nice looking figure. He doesn't really have any waffling, hollow bits. He's a bunch of clear plastic, and the chest piece pops off sometimes, so that is kind of annoying. I wish his light piping worked a little better, and I wish he had wheels to roll in tank mode. Other than that, I think he's great. It is a really good looking figure and stands alone perfectly. If you're not going to buy any from the line, just buy him. He's got a super iconic face. He's got a not Soundwave Decepticon logo for a face. It's really cool. Anyway, please remember to like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and leave me a comment. What do you think of Tarn? Talk to you later.